Welcome to Same Spit Different Face Podcast, where my opinions is facts. And if you don't like my opinions, you can start your own podcast. And it's free. So don't forget to click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. Also, for my Cash App, Hip Hop Artist of the Week, and Spit Squad merch, check the description.
Where that shit at, nigga? Where the fuck you at? Man, nigga, I know where I'm at, nigga.
No, nigga. You.
Also follow Same Spit Different Face on Instagram. Now, Spit Squad YNW MELLY says, to all my loved ones and close friends, I wanted to let everyone know that my phone privilege has been revoked. I am no longer allowed to call or have video visitation. That is the reason why no one has received any calls from me, but do not worry. I am in great spirits. My happiness and faith will never be broken. Happy Easter to all my fans and family and friends. Now, what do I think this means? Most times when you get things like this revoked, it means you did something. They're accusing you of something. Somebody said you did something. Now, whether you did something or not is not up for debate when it comes to me or when it comes to anybody else. The people on the outside could say, yo, they railroading him. They trying to make him look a certain type of way. They trying to paint him as a monster. They trying to paint him as a disciplinary problem. The closer we get to this trial date, guess what? It doesn't matter what we think. It matters what the jury thinks, and it matters what the people are gonna say in court. And in court, they're gonna bring up all the evidence that they allegedly have from that crime scene and say how, hey, they say it was a drive-by, but the shells are found inside the car, and we saw video surveillance of him getting in the car on this side and sitting where we believe these shots came from allegedly, and this and that. You know what I'm saying, right? So they gonna paint this picture, and um as a person who in jail, you can get on that, you can have your lawyer get up there and say, oh, they trying to paint him as a monster. And guess what the prosecutors are gonna say? Hey, since he's been in jail, he took the time to get on that visitation camera. And we saw videos of him doing this and doing that. And he was throwing this sign and that sign. And this sign is attached to that faction and that group of people, right? And then they're gonna say, oh, also while he was in there, he got caught with this or that, and we had to revoke his phone privileges. So I feel like when you in jail and you a high profile person, the only statement you should be giving is, hey man, I appreciate all the love, man. I appreciate the support. I'm going through a rough time right now. Keep me up to date. If y'all want to listen to something, stream my old music so the money can keep coming through. I got lawyer fees and stuff like that. Right now, I won't be dropping any new music as I focus on my case and I focus on obtaining or regaining my freedom. Like that's what the message should be. And I think a lot of times, especially in this era, they so used to being able to, like, soon as somebody say something to them, they can hop on the internet. Soon as somebody say something disparaging about their character, they hop on the internet. And back in the day, somebody would say something about you and you had to wait to actually speak to them. You had to wait to get the message out. Or if you got the message out, it was directly to them and it didn't hit social media. Nowadays, it's just like, oh, they said what? Let me get out here and set the record straight. No. Because guess what? Anything you say on that jail phone, anything you do on that jail phone, anything you post on your social media while still in jail, any DM you may send, anything you say to your girlfriend, any message you have her relay, that's gonna put you further in the hole. That's gonna make you further a target. And the police are gonna, and the thing about it, man, with the police and the feds, they don't really understand the language. But it doesn't matter that they don't really understand the language, because the people who's sitting on the jury don't really understand the language. So you could be on the phone and saying, yeah, bro bodied that. And y'all could be talking about a song and he had a good verse. And what the feds can come back and say is, yeah, you know, he was saying bro bodied that. Do y'all know what a body is? And then they'll play a bunch of songs where you reference a body as being a murder, right? And now what they doing is they preferencing and they presenting to the jury whenever he says body, he means a murder. And y'all should understand that this is what he means because in these songs we give you context of what body means. Now the jury hearing that and they hear that phone call from jail, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, he talking about murders while he's in jail for an alleged murder. Oh yeah, he's guilty. So but you really just talking about body as in, man, he killed that song. But the feds gonna make it seem like you using code words. Well, guess what they're gonna say, hey, what he's doing is he's making it appear as he's talking about music, but really this is what he's talking about. This is the situation. Listen, earlier in the phone, this is what he referenced. And they don't let them hear the whole conversation all the way through so they can get context. They splice and split it up so they can say, okay, yeah, juror, this is going to be split up because we don't have the time to hear the whole 30-minute conversation. But what's important is these 3 minutes. You can't get context off of 3 minutes of conversation from a 30-minute call. But that is the tricky game they'll play, man. I'm gonna say this because it's people who hurting on both sides, right? It's two people who family lost them, and there's one person in Melly who family might not never see him free again, right? So instead of being insensitive and saying, "Yo, free Melly," what I will say is, I want what I would think that both families would want is for the truth to come out. That's what I'll say. I'll say that, you know, prayers up for the truth to come out. And whatever the truth is, whether he walked guilty, he got to deal with those consequences of being a free man and getting his life back on track and being very happy. And if he turns out to be guilty, allegedly, he got to deal with those consequences of possibly being innocent still, but putting himself in a situation as to where they could believe that he was the one who did it. And if he's actually guilty, allegedly, he would have to just deal with the consequences of his actions. But that's really an update for y'all, man. I feel like a lot of times people don't give proper perspective when they speaking on these situations, and I wanted to try to do that. Check out No Time to Play Fair, official hood movie and the end screen. If your favorite Chicago rapper album or mixtape was turned into a movie, it'd be No Time to Play Fair. In the movie No Time to Play Fair, a great day can turn into a bad day, and a bad day can turn deadly. Spit Squad, drop below in the comments and let me know what you think. And it's free. So click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. Peace.